Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we're doing leg 9 of our Balkans bush trip from Tirana to Aeroporti e Mifoit. Sorry if the pronunciation of that is wrong, but I am trying my best to get it right. This journey today is 83.9 nautical miles with an estimated time of approximately 40 minutes, so we'll try our best to stick to 40 minutes, but I do like to take my time on these journeys. Completely intentionally, not just because I'm a terrible pilot. Let's jump on into the plane, shall we? So, it appears the plane is dead. I'll tell you why the plane is dead. There's a really wonderful bug in this game where if you plug in a peripheral, once the game has already started, it changes all of your controls, all of your keybinds, everything for you. I don't know why it does it. So when I loaded up the game the first time today, I pushed the N or the V button to bring up the navlog and the map, and it stopped the plane, which is not at all humongously frustrating in any way, shape or form. So now I'm going to have to restart the plane, and I don't know how to restart a plane. So So, how do I do this? On.
TOS system test. Okay.
So, without any help at all, I managed to get the plane restarted. So what I want to do now is I want to get up in the air and then we'll have a look at the POIs as we go. So, handbrake off, let's just go. We spent enough time faffing around down on the ground. Let's get in the air. And let's turn to our heading as well. So I'm going to trim up a touch. Very choppy today. Apparently my stick wants us to go to the right, so I'm gonna do this. Okay. We will let the plane do its thing. I'm not sure what's going on with my stick. It doesn't seem to be acting very kindly today. Let's get this POIs up. So the first one we've got here is once in the air, continuing following the highway to the east of the airport towards the outskirts of Tirana, the capital and the largest city of the Republic of Albania. You should soon be in view of the waters of Liquini e Tiranas, and beyond it the thick forestry of the Grand Park of Tirana. Head for the lake. Okay, it's quite choppy today up in the air. So we are heading for that lake up there, I'd guess. Take a quick look about that road. Yeah. Okay. And once we get there, as you pass by hillsides densely covered in the trees to the west, look for a highway interchange near the village of Mullet, and flowing east from here, the river Lumi Erzinit. After following the river a short distance, it will bend towards the northeast, but you should continue heading south into the hills. As you draw closer to the hills, the highway below will disappear into a tunnel. Head over the hilly rise to find where the road reappears on the other side. Stay with the descending path as the waters of the Kushtia River run parallel to the asphalt, and eventually cross it under the village of Kozan. Alrighty. I'm just having a quick look at the control panel here, just to see how this plane is set up when it's running. Okay. So we're going to continue heading this way until we get to the lake in front of us. It's a very populous area, isn't it? You got some buildings over here, some 3D buildings. I think something's going on with the graphics as well, because it's not looking like it normally does. The game is definitely not behaving itself today. That is for certain. You've still got quite a bit of development to do here, Sobo. That's very cool down there. Let's have a little look outside. I don't think we've flown over any kind of major cities or towns yet. Yeah, look at that. That scenery is not rendering in properly, is it? Very, very low res. Looks like a weird Monopoly board at the moment. I'm very happy about that. Well, sorry for the quality there, guys. I was expecting the game to behave better, but obviously it's not. Mountains that we're used to. And there's our lake we're flying over now. So we want to be heading back inside and checking our heading. Yeah, we do indeed want to be heading to 130. So as we pass by the hillsides densely covered in the trees to the west, look for a highway interchanging the village of Mullet, and following east from here, the river Lumi Erznit. After following the river a short distance, it will bend towards the northeast, which you continue heading south into the hills. That must be the river that way, up in front of us. I mean, even with these low-res graphics that it's giving me, it still looks pretty incredible. Oh dear. So there's the highway underneath us. You can just about make out with this wonderful quality it's giving us. And then the river Erznit up ahead. Let's have a look at us in this cab. Looking very serious. You can see the avionics on inside the plane, but I don't think they're actually showing what we're our coordinates or anything. Go away, mouse. Okay, so yeah, so back over the farmland and the greenery that we're used to. Like, I can barely read this down here today. The not behaving well at all. You look up. Even the seats aren't rendered in like they normally are. Oh dear. Well, this is the fun of sim games sometimes. Especially such ambitious ones such as this. They don't always work 100% of the time. They have their foibles, as we all do. Right, so what's the next one we are looking for? There's only a slight turn to the south. As you draw closer to the hills, the highway below will disappear into a tunnel. Let's have a look for that. I can't even tell what the highway is anymore. Maybe it's already disappeared. Okay. Head over the hilly rise to find where the road reappears on the other side. Stay with the descending path as the waters of the Kushta River run parallel to the asphalt, and eventually cross under it near the village of Kozan. We're gonna go under the river? Oh wait, no. The river goes under the road. Here it is. So I think there's the tunnel. We're gonna head over here. It appears they've put us out on a very windy day today. Oh, and I need to pull some throttle out of that. I always forget to do that. I need you guys to remind me to throttle off after we've leveled out. I think we're plenty high enough. Oop, wait. We are not on course though. I'm going to go a little bit beyond it, try and meet back up with our flight path. Ooh, and a bit... Wow. There was a big stutter. And it wasn't stuttering because it was increasing the render quality. Stuttering because it's being a bugger. I guess this is where the road re-emerges. Somewhere around here. Yep. So there's the road coming out of the tunnel. You can just about decipher that that's a road. I'm guessing this must be the river then. Perhaps. I have no idea. There's a footpath or a bike path. Or something. There you go. I'm going to stay inside the plane for a bit. It's depressing me to look outside at how bad the graphics are. Let's have a look at the next POI. Head south following the Kushta River. It would lead you past a major industrial park near the city of Elbasan onto the banks of the wider Shkumbini River. Shkumbini River. So we're going to head even more south. Maybe that's the Shkumbini River. Yeah. As you adjust your heading and follow the Shkumbini River west, soon you'll arrive at a fork and you should take the westernmost branch. Yeah, so that's the river we're aiming for. I shall not bang on about how annoyed I am by the graphics today. Oop. I definitely need to check out why my stick was pulling us to the right the whole time as well. Look at this, a big old river. So that's like a tributary. Is that the right word? A tributary for this Shkumbini River? Heading 149. We're going to go to 155, I think. Yeah, because we're a little bit off course. Then we're going to be heading off that way. I think maybe my stick is full of dust at the moment. Such are the fun dusty times in my house. I'm actually thinking I might change to that now. Because we're quite a bit off course. So if we get ahead of it... 247, right? Yeah, I think we've gone way too early, actually. Might adjust it back. Oop. Doi. Watch as I adjust it back, it will snap over to where we should be. To where we were. Look down there at the poorly rendered buildings and farmland. Oh, and I just wanted to say hi to the new subscribers who've subscribed recently. Thank you so much for taking the time to go down and hit the subscribe button. It means an awful lot to me, so I really, really do appreciate you doing that. And if you're new here watching these videos, you can do the same thing. You can also go down and hit the subscribe button. It's completely painless, it's free, and if you do it, you get to see a lot more awesome content like this. And this content's only going to get better because I have plans to improve my ability to be able to create this content in the coming months. 247. And there's my dog barking for everybody. Oh, I'm very sorry about that, everybody. One thing I always fear when I'm recording these videos is that an Amazon delivery will come and my dog doorbell will go off. There is never any chance of me missing anybody at my front door, anybody near my front door, anybody near the bottom of my garden, anybody whistling within 10 miles of my house. Because my dog, she'll let me know about it. I love her to pieces. If you'd like to see any pictures of my dog, then you can always go check out the Instagram account, RickyG60, at RickyG60, however you do the Instagrammy stuff. It's pretty much the only social media that I do. I do have the Twitter, but I don't use the Twitter, ever, because I hate it, it's stupid. Anyway, back to the flight. Where are we? So we're 247. So we're following the Shkumbini River, and we're going to arrive at a fork. So we should take the westernmost branch. Let's have a quick look. Let's cheat and have a look this way. So there's the fork, and the westernmost branch from where we are. Let's have a look up here. You can't even see it. So the westernmost branch is kind of straight ahead of us. Oof. Sorry, autopilot. You're probably going to have an aneurysm from me doing that. Yeah. Looking at the coordinates, I'd say I was right there. So we're going to continue along the westernmost branch of the Shkumbini, and eventually you'll pass the village of Sengelas on the western banks of the river. Okay. God. You can't even see. How would you see that if you were a real pilot? I guess you would tip your nose down, wouldn't you? And just have a little looky-loo. A gentle tip down. Whoa, 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 whoa. What in the world just happened? Okay. I'm going to take the autopilot off for a minute. Whew. Wow, the game... What in the world is going on here? Well, I'm very baffled by the behavior of the game right now. So I'm going to go back to autopilot and there we go. Well, it wouldn't be one of my flights if everything went right and I did it all properly, would it? Not embarrassing at all. Okay. So where are we now? Right now. So we're continuing along the westernmost branch of the river, and eventually we're going to pass the village of Singelas on the western banks of the river. So there I would suggest that's Singelas on the western bank of the river. We're going to carry along the river past the large town of Rogozhin. As the riverbed begins to narrow, it will enters a series of switchback bends. Look for the village of Kalush near one of the most extreme arcs. I'm not sure this is actually turbulence. I think this might be the autopilot fighting my stick. Because my stick, I think, is... Or the calibration's off, so it's continually trying to turn right. And the autopilot is trying to keep us straight, so... I think that's actually what's going on with the flight today. This is a cacophony of utter buggery, isn't it? For want of a better term today. Like I said, it will get better over time as I improve my setup here. Then hopefully the quality of the content, the quality of my flying will all improve, and I'll have 1 billion subscribers and we can have a big party about it. So, look for the village of Kalush near one of the most extreme arcs. So these are our switchbacks. I would say that it looks like a pretty extreme arc up there. I guess if they mean extreme, do they mean the size of the arc or the angle of the arc? What do they mean? Is that really switchbacks? It's quite a long bit, so maybe it's this one here. I guess we'll find out when we get there. Have a little look outside. Look at that landscape. Ooh, you know somewhere I'd like to fly actually is over the Alps. I think I should do a video flying over the Alps. That'd be quite glorious. These stutters are really bothering me today. Everything's bothering me today. Moan, moan, moan. Sorry. How many POIs have we got today? We've got 14. Our airport appears to be on or next to some nature preserve. Where are we right now? We are on POI 7. Following the switchbacks. So once we get to the village of Kalosh, we need to follow the narrowing river southwest until we reach the forest of Divyaka Karavasta National Park near the coastline. If I pronounce that anywhere close to correctly, I'll be extraordinarily happy. You know if that was anywhere close to the real pronunciation? Let me know down in the comments. Whoa. Bit of turbulence here. Look how flat it is out here. We don't usually get this much turbulence when we're flying. As always, the sun is obscured by the clouds a little bit. Here we go. Here's our that's the large town of Rogozhin, perhaps? Yeah, that must be it. And of course, yes, it narrows. So we're going to be following this to some forests. So very soon we're going to be heading a bit more south. We're flying almost exactly west, dead west, aren't we? So I wonder where these forests are. They won't have rendered in yet, all the way off in the distance, I don't think. Especially not today with these terrible graphics it's giving me. Yes, I know I said I wouldn't moan about it anymore, but hey. I'm very good at moaning. Seriously, where's this forest? We'll be turning very soon. Seem to be flying along the coast quite a lot, don't we, on these bush trips? What is going on here? Oh my goodness, that's annoying me. If you've been having problems with Microsoft Flight Simulator lately, let me know down in the comments what your beef with the game is at the moment. The Sim, sorry. It seems to be at the moment that almost every single time I play it, there's something new and weird going on with it. Is that the forest over there? We're really turning south over that forest, aren't we? National Park of the coastline. Fly south over the forest, making your way to the jagged shoreline of the vast lake just inland from the ocean, from the coast. Laguna y Caravastasi. Caravasti? Caravastasi? Let me know in the comments. Phonetic spellings are very welcome. Yeah, I'm guessing that green blob that it's rendered for me today is the forest. So we'll be heading that way. What's off to our right today? Some fields, some little lakes, a couple of hills on the coastline. It's very populated, isn't it? All these areas. You'd think there wouldn't be as much going on as there is, but it just shows how many of us there are on this planet. Well, it doesn't really, does it? But it's quite easy to say that we live on a tiny blob of earth that has no space on it, but looks like plenty of space to me. By the way, I totally understand there's way too many of us on this planet. I'd love to take my dog for a walk somewhere like this. She'd love it. She'd absolutely love it. She'd swim in the river, she'd swim in the sea, she'd swim in the lake. She'd chase all the sheep that are in the field, she'd chase all the squirrels, the foxes, the cats. Try and eat the birds. She'd love it. She'd go crazy for the beach. My dog utterly loves the beach. Utterly loves it. Last time we went to the beach, last year I think it was, we've not been anywhere this year, she was literally shrieking in the car as soon as she realised where she was. And I don't mean like a dog going whoa whoa whoa. She was screaming. It's hilarious. I need to take her to the beach again soon. I've not actually been anywhere other than outside near my house to walk the dog or to the shops since March of this year, and it's, upon filming this, it is the 8th of October. So, yay, lockdown. Ugh. I know I could go somewhere now, but with the whole house renovation going on and everything else, it's not really seemed pertinent to do so. Maybe I'll do a Christmas trip to Scotland. Right, I'll stop me yammering now. So we're flying south over the forest, making our way to the jagged shoreline of the vast lake just inland from the coast, Laguna y Caravastasi. Which is this one? Head down the western shore of the lake until you reach its southern edge. Okay. Then continue west towards the Adriatic coast. Then track south along the shore to find where the river Lumi Semanit cuts through the land to reach the open sea. Alright. We're going this way, that way. Yeah, this way, that way, that way. And then back inland. Right. Let's have a little look at this lake. Oh, wow. It's impressive. Looks like you're barely moving in this view. Back inside. I don't know why the game seems dark as well. The weird thing. Just everything seems off. Well, we need to change our heading, I think. Here we go. Actually going to carry on past a little bit just to meet up with our flight path again. Just a little bit, and then we want to go 19. If we go 194, I know it's not a massive deviation, but hey. So what are we looking for? Head down the western shore of the lake until you reach its southern edge. Then continue west towards the Adriatic coast. Track south along the shore to find where the river Lumi Semanit cuts through the land to reach the open sea. If we go to 220, that's off into the Adriatic Sea. I guess it's a very short kind of right turn. Yep. So what I didn't mention in the last video, by the way, is that the last leg was leg 8, and this is leg 9. Yes. Yes. Leg 8 was the halfway point. It totally blanked the fact that it's the halfway point of this whole Balkans bush trip. So, yay me. Yay us. We've got halfway through this 16-leg trip. We are halfway there. And I've not crashed once. I've landed every time on the runway the correct way up. So I think that's pretty good going, to be honest. Let's hope that we get through the rest of the legs just as successfully with better graphics. I'm very excited to see what the new AMD processor graphics cards are going to be like when they're coming out. I think it's next week, maybe. The 6000 series RX cards. See if they're any kind of competition for the NVIDIA ones. Because I'm running a GTX 1070 right now, and well, I need an update. It is time for an update. So I don't have a team that I sit on. I don't care if it's NVIDIA or AMD. Whichever one gives me the best value for performance and is the most reliable is the one I will probably go for. The RTX 3080 is obviously quite appealing, but I don't think that ever will be available. Not in this lifetime, son. So yeah, we'll see. I doubt the RX cards will be any more available either. Who knows? And I was left feeling quite underwhelmed by the new Ryzen Zen 3 processors. They get a bit cheeky now. They know they're the performance guys hoiking their prices up a little bit. And where's the 5700 series chipset? It went 56, 58, 59. Where's the 5700? Do you think they're going to sneak that one out next year or something? Let me know down in the comments. I'm running a 3700X right now and it's doing me just fine. But I might build a new PC November time. Because in November everything should be out. The 3070, the 3060, Super, Ti, whatever they're going to do. The RX 6000 cards will be out. All the new processors will be around. So I can make a decision. A nice holistic decision of what's the right thing to go for. And I'll be building the rig. And I'll be bringing you some different content. Not just planes. Cars, trucks, planes. Trains if you really want it. And whatever else we can think of doing. Right, I think we're getting ready to turn to 179, aren't we? Because we are looking for this river here, I think. Yep. So that's the river Lumi Seminit. Cuts through the land to reach the open sea. We're just about to hit, so we're going to go to 179. Farther south, look for another river, Canali y Hoxares, feeding the Adriatic. Okie dokie. Let's get ready for that turn. I wonder where that one's going to be. Up here somewhere. There, I think it is. Right. Oh, yep. Blimey. Oop. Why does it go up in 10s sometimes and other times it goes up in 1s? Wrong button, sorry about that. All the wrong buttons. I'm all a fluster. There we go, there's our river that we turned on. And we're heading for another one. I love the way they rivers do this, the snaking. Very, very cool. That looks dry. But a nice flight along the coastline is just what the doctor ordered. Hello, Adriatic Sea. Hello, Balkans. I hope you guys are enjoying these flights and you're okay with me just doing the bush trips at the moment. I feel like this is invaluable learning time for flying before I go and jump into any more extreme aircraft or do anything a bit more adventurous, let's say. So yeah, I'll probably finish this one, and then once I finish this bush trip I'll start investigating other planes and some custom routes and some little tours around. I might do like the I was thinking the other day, I think I mentioned it in the last video actually, after watching that David Attenborough video, doing some flights around some of the areas that they mention in those videos, do like nature tours. So we'll see how that one goes. Keep your eyes peeled for that. You know, if you want to be notified if those things ever come up, when you're subscribing, when you're down there hitting that subscribe button, you can hit the little bell icon and that'll notify you when I next upload a video. And who knows, that next video might just be some amazing nature trips. Nature's bush trips. We'll go deep into nature's bush. Deep into... No, I'm not gonna finish that one. Right. So look for the river Canale e Hoxares feeding the Adriatic, and I think that is that one there. Yep, that's not a road, that's a river. So then we're going to be going slightly west. Nope, there we go. Let's do that quickly. Right. Even farther south, just a short distance away, you will find another river, Lumiviose, flowing into the sea. That one there for certain. From the banks of Lumiviose... Oh, sorry. From the banks of Lumiviose, adjust and head southeast. On the northern edge of Viosanata Nature Preserve and the Laguna I Nartes, you will find a runway where you can land Aeroporti e Mifoit. Hokey cokey. So can we see that from our vantage point here? I think it's going to be over there. So I think this is going to take us down here, down this way, and we're going to need to kind of do that. Bring it out, swoop in. Unless it's there. Where are we at right now? Well, maybe it's there. I don't know, we'll find out. All I know is when we head to 10 to 115, I'll start trimming off some altitude. Excuse me. Get rid of autopilot, fight the stick, drop down, land this baby. First time, gently, beautifully, and on those piano keys. Yeah, right. My god, I've been filming this a long time. This has not been an easy episode to film, this one. All kinds of stuff's gone wrong. I had to restart the game because it messed with all my controls. I had to restart the plane, which was no simple feat because I didn't really know what I was doing. I had to suffer through these terrible, horrific graphics. And the dog and the delivery man. Oh dear. Real first world problems. And it means I'm gonna have to do a little bit more editing in the cut than I normally would. Brilliant. But hey, I hope you guys enjoy it anyway, because I'm still enjoying these flyings. Flyings? These flights. Oh, I think the airport is over there. So maybe we're going to fly past and we have to loop around. I mean, it's pretty sketch. Is that the runway, or is this the runway, or is it just land somewhere and try not to die? It's definitely over there because there's those things. Well, I'm going to follow the headings, see where it takes us. It looks like it could be there. Hmm. Well, we'll figure it out. Figure it out when we get there. Okay. So, bye-bye autopilot. Let's fight this stick. So I'd say it's to the left of that watery thing. Right, let's take all the throttle out. My goodness. I'm guessing that's it there. Yeah. Ooh. Trim it. Ooh. Trim it up a touch. Come on, plane, don't fight me so much. Of course, now I can't read. There we go. I can read. I can't read the screen is what I should have said. Why are we losing speed whilst we're descending? I know I had it in idle, but... I would have thought even in idle you would gain speed on a descent. So, still got more to learn, obviously. Look at this. This is me not touching the stick. That's how bad it is. Calibration is out, I would suggest. Okay, throttling back because we gained a bit too much speed. We've still got a bit too much height. So this is probably way too steep of a dive, but... Oof. There's a narrow runway. We gotta aim for that little tiny strip. Almost at flap speed.
500.
Do one more flaps, try and get that speed down. I don't know if we're supposed to land on this particular bit. I think it's just been drawn in by the fact that it looks like asphalt. But I don't know what it is because of the terrible graphics. Yeah, we'll land on this anyway. See what happens. Ooh. Yeah, no, we're not. That wasn't the runway. Well, where's my rudder? I'm fully ruddering to the right. And I got nothing. No turn to the right. Well, we landed on something and it said it was okay. Definitely something on my stick though, because I was full rudder to the left, sorry. I was fully ruddering to the left. Yes, I know my left from my right. And I was getting nothing out of that. So... I have to check that before next flight. But there we go. We did it. We landed it. And we did 47 minutes. So we were 7 minutes over the estimated time, which is fine. I can handle that. We've ticked over 10 hours of total flight time in my flying experience bucket. I don't know. And I've got to try and stop saying as much as well. I know that. Anyway. So yeah, there we go. So next time for leg 10, we're going to be doing this one. Lano to LGKR, whichever that... Oh, it says it at the bottom. Ioannis Kapodis Trias International Airport. Cool. This looks like nice scenery. Let's hope that we can get the graphics card working properly, the game working properly for that one. Anyway, I am yammering, as I always do, at the end of the journey. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Please do consider subscribing. It is free, it is painless, and it makes you a cool person. Wow, that's enticing, isn't it? And if you enjoyed this particular video, hit that thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down button. Leave a comment if you want to leave a comment. And of course, as always, stay safe, take care, have a great rest of your day. I will see you next time. Bye.